I think about failure a lot. A lot more than I probably should. People assume that because I'm chasing something big, I'm fearless. Well, I'm not. I just think my biggest fear is different from everyone else's. When people hear the word failure, they picture losing money, blowing up a trading account, getting rejected, or watching a business collapse. But lately, I've started wondering if that's actually what failure is. Because none of those things really scare me anymore. You know what does? Waking up 10 years from now, looking in the mirror, and slowly realizing I became someone I never wanted to be. That scares me. Not because I'd be poor, not because I'd have a normal job, because I'd know, deep down, I gave up on myself. I think that's the kind of failure nobody talks about. It's quiet. It doesn't happen all at once. It happens one decision at a time. You tell yourself, I'll start next week. Next week becomes next month becomes next year. And eventually, you stop dreaming altogether. And the scary part is, nobody notices. Your family still loves you, your friends still invite you out, and life keeps on moving. On the outside, everything looks fine. But inside, you know. You know you're settled. You know you're capable of more. And you know you just stopped trying. I never want to become that person. That's why I wake up every morning and do the same things over and over again. I go to work, I come home, I trade, I edit videos, I train, I read, I sleep. It's not exciting, it's honestly pretty boring. Sometimes I wonder if anyone would choose this life. But then I remember that nobody sees these boring years. They only see the highlights. When someone becomes successful, people ask, how did you do it? They don't ask, what did your Tuesday look like? Because that's where success actually lives. In ordinary Tuesdays, ordinary Wednesdays, ordinary Saturdays when nobody is watching. The truth is, I don't know if any of this will work. Maybe I'll never become consistently profitable. Maybe this YouTube channel never grows. Maybe everything I'm building fails. I've thought about that a lot. But here's what I realized. If I fail after giving everything I have, I'll be disappointed, but I'll survive. If I quit before I even find out what I'm capable of, I don't think I'd ever forgive myself. There's a huge difference between failing and never trying hard enough. One hurts your ego, and the other follows you for the rest of your life. Sometimes I imagine two versions of myself. One is 40 years old. He's tired, comfortable, has a decent life, but nothing terrible happened, but nothing amazing either. And every now and then he catches himself wondering, what if I had kept going? The other version of me also struggles. He loses money, he doubts himself, people think he's crazy, and some days he feels completely lost. But every single night, he goes to sleep knowing he moved one step forward. Even if nobody noticed, even if nobody cared. I'd rather be that person. People think confidence comes from believing you're going to win. I don't think that's true anymore. I think confidence comes from knowing, even if everything falls apart, you'll keep going. There's something freeing about that, because once you stop trying to avoid failure, you start chasing progress instead. That's what I'm trying to do. Progress. Not perfection. One better trade, one better video, one better workout, one more chapter, one more day. Most people underestimate what a single day can do. I think they also underestimate what 1,000 ordinary days can do. Everyone wants the outcome, almost nobody wants the process. And that's understandable. The process is lonely. It's repetitive, it's invisible, there's no applause, no recognition, and no guarantee. It's just you doing things nobody asked you to do, hoping they'll matter one day. Sometimes I wonder if future me will watch this video and all the other ones. Maybe he'll smile because everything worked out, or maybe he'll cringe because I was so naive, or maybe he'll watch it after everything failed. Which honestly I hope he does, because I want him to remember something. I want him to remember that this version of me didn't quit. This version of me kept showing up even when nobody believed, even when nothing was happening, even when the results weren't there. Because success isn't always under your control. Showing up is. And that's the only promise I can make. Not that I'll become rich, not that trading will work, not that YouTube will work. Only that tomorrow I'll wake up and try again. I think that's enough. Maybe failure isn't losing money. Maybe failure isn't getting rejected. Maybe failure isn't watching your dream fall apart. Maybe failure is becoming someone who stops believing they can build a better life. I refuse to let that happen. So if you're watching this, years from now, whether I made it or whether I didn't, I hope one thing is true. I hope nobody can ever say that I didn't give everything I had. Because if I can honestly say that, then maybe no matter what happens, I never really failed at all.